Lactic acid related to muscle cramp. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Nuliana Shafika binti Muhammad Rosdi and I am going to explain about lactic acid, muscle cramp and their relationship. For the introduction, lactic acid is produced in muscle cell and red blood cell and only produced through a process named lactic fermentation. Muscle cramp is related to a sudden and involuntary contraction of one or more muscle. Lactic acid created is more quickly than it is removed because when there is no enough oxygen in the muscle to break down glucose in the blood, so cramp occurs socially. The problem statement for the case study is the Malaysian athlete sprinter Gunasegaran feel a pain, especially when in the long or fast run, which when he is pushing himself beyond the training limit. He believed the soreness is due to the accumulation of lactic acid. The accumulation of lactic acid can make a good productive workout turns into an intensively agonizing in minutes. Understanding more about lactic acid and how it works in the body may help to avoid from muscle cramp while doing exercise. Let's go to the discussion of the case study. For question 1, where does lactic acid come from during vigorous exercise? We all know that lactic acid is a byproduct of anaerobic respiration. It is produced when glucose and sugar from our body cells are converted into energy. The conversion of sugar into energy starts from insufficient of oxygen in the muscle cell and red blood cell, especially while doing activity or exercise. When doing vigorous exercise, lactic acid is produced and it comes from muscle. Question number 2. What is the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration? Aerobic respiration is defined as the respiration which occurs in the presence of oxygen. Aerobic respiration requires glucose and oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, water and energy. Energy which is needed for human being. Energy that is produced from this reaction is high because this respiration is well known as the energy production or cellular respiration. The glucose breakdown process is complete in aerobic respiration. As for that, the process of aerobic respiration takes a long time. Second, anaerobic respiration is defined as a process which occurs in the absence of oxygen. Contrast with aerobic respiration, anaerobic needs only glucose to produce lactic acid. The acid then goes through oxidation to turn into carbon dioxide and water. Oxygen depth is a result of the process. The energy produced from this respiration is low because glucose is partially broken down into energy. As in the result, anaerobic respiration is a fast process. Question number 3. What is the final electron acceptor in aerobic respiration? Electron final acceptor is the last substance to gain an electron in electron transport. So, in aerobic respiration, the final electron acceptor is oxygen molecule O2 because oxygen is a strong oxidizer. It is a good electron acceptor. Because of this, aerobic respiration and the electron transport chain can only work in the presence of oxygen. For discussion number 4, why is lactic acid formed even when the athlete is breathing oxygen? In order to contract muscle, they need energy that is released in respiration. However, when athletes are doing heavy exercise for a long time, the muscle cannot always get the oxygen they need to carry out aerobic respiration. So, the muscle can switch to carry out another type of respiration, which is anaerobic respiration, that it is byproduct is lactic acid. Lactic acid was once considered to be a waste product of exercising muscle, but it is now known as a valuable energy source. Next, does gender and body size affect accumulation of lactic acid? Why or why not? Lactic acid is produced and accumulated in the muscle when there is a high energy demand, rapid change in the energy demand, and a lack of oxygen supply. Thus, the accumulation of lactic acid does not rely on neither gender nor body size. Why it is not depend on both? Because the accumulation of lactic acid in the muscle due to anaerobic respiration is depends on the intensity of exercise be done by ones. So, does not matter girl or boy or body size as long as you know how to remove the lactic acid after it is being produced. You will not get too much affected with the accumulation of lactic acid in your muscle during vigorous exercise. So for the conclusion of the study case is accumulation of lactic acid that is related to muscle cramp is that the production of lactic acid is in the muscle is more quickly to be compared with it removed. So important to know how to remove the built up lactic acid after doing vigorous activity. Stretching after an intense workout help to relieve the muscle or of lactic acid by loosen those tight muscle to prevent cramp and soreness. So this is the list of reference I use for my case study. That is all from me. Thank you.